The lies, the lies, the lies. Whew. We gotta discuss it. Get into this video.
Well, he's a cutie pie. I might put him in Potomac. Okay, yes. Yeah, he can come right on to Potomac.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Richie Scott, and we are back with another video. Yes, we're back in the house. Back talking about the things that we love. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell button, because honestly, you just don't know when we're going to be coming out with new videos, but I do try to come out with videos at least twice per day during the week. Now, that's it. The news is jumping. And as you guys know, we are on the off season for the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and so it is jumping right now, because there's so much going on, right? All kinds of videos and things planned and prepared for this week and next week. So y'all just stay locked to the channel, okay? And if you haven't followed me on Instagram and Twitter, please do so at DJ Richie Scott. Now, in today's video, well, yesterday we talked a bit about Marlo in reference to some things that Kandi was saying about Marlo wanting a peach, right? So what I did was I had to go back and I had to really review everything about Marlo, right? And I discovered that there was actually a much longer clip to her YouTube video, which I'll place down in the link below, where she does get into a lot of stuff about her past. So if you guys haven't watched that, definitely go check that out. I think it's a very interesting watch. We'll get into that a little bit later in this video as well. Now, the first thing that I want to talk about is something that kind of blew up, and I was like reading it and I'm thinking to myself, okay, I got to regroup my thoughts. And I wanted to do this yesterday, but I was like, I'd already put out so much content in the past 2 days that I was like, I need to chill out. I need to cook. I need to, do some things around the house. I need to get myself, together. And I was going to come back fresh today with it. So let's get into it right now. All right. So apparently this whole situation with Shamari losing her peach is allegedly a lie, right? So the Jasmine brand, if you guys don't keep up with her site, she has a great, phenomenal blog, and she talks about all things pop culture. And so she was one of the first to release this information that I'm going to share with you right now, right? So allegedly, Marlo basically made a reference to Shamari's peach being snatched away.
Okay, wait, let me tell you this. First of all, Shamari, hey! Show the lean. What's Shamari in the bitch? Show the lean. Shamari, come on now, you peachless. You really still up here tweeting tonight? Peachless Shamari still tweeting. But hey, girl, stay a fan. I just be a fan now, okay? Be sweet now, since you're peachless now. Ooh, they'll give you a peach and snatch it right back from you, won't they?
So I guess in response to that, somebody from either, now this is saying an inside source. I'm going to let you guys determine who this source is, and we'll get into that in a second. But basically, they are saying that this is not true. Okay? So let's get into exactly what they are saying about the situation. So allegedly, Shamari Devoe is not fired from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Her contract is just not finalized. The Jasmine brand exclusively reports the Real Housewives of Atlanta newbie Shamari Devoe has allegedly not been fired from the reality show. As previously reported, friend to the show, Marlo Hampton, responded to Devoe's reaction to a set of Hampton's previous mugshots after Hampton called Devoe a fraud on the final part of the show's reunion special. In response, Hampton jumped on her IG Live, alluding to Devoe being peachless. Shamari, come on now, you're peachless. You really up here tweeting tonight. Peachless Shamari still tweeting. Hey girl, stay a fan. Just be a fan now. Be sweet. You're peachless now. They'll give you a peach and snatch it right back, won't they? So a source tells the Jasmine brand that Marlo's comments are far from the truth. It's clear for anybody who has watched this season that Marlo and Shamari's friction this season kind of developed out of no fault to Shamari's. Like Shamari wasn't provoking Marlo in any fashion, Marlo developed her own opinion on who Shamari was. As far as Devoe being labeled an alcoholic by Hampton, the source tells the Jasmine brand, most will be upset after the consistent bullying from Hampton. I don't know if that's bullying, but okay. Somebody who has been drinking a little more than normal, of course, the behavior can be interpreted as funny, this and that. Clearly, no one was even scared of Shamari when she was under the influence of her good time with her friends. Shamari feels like she is on the defensive with Marlo. We're all human. We all get tired of somebody consistently drilling us about negative things, and we know that we're not. The source tells the Jasmine brand Hampton has no connection to any of the current Housewives contracts. There is no truth behind that, and Marlo, for the record, she has been on the show for 6 years and has never been promoted above an extra. Her statements are unfounded and not rooted in anything solid. She has not seen anyone's contract. Not sure if she has a contract of her own, but she has not seen any paperwork regarding Shamari Devoe. When asked if fans will see Devoe on the next season of Real Housewives of Atlanta, the source states, Shamari had a really good time. The audience has loved her. There have not been any contracts. The contracts are in the works. However, the single will appear on Housewives star Porsha Williams' 3-part delivery special airing on April 28th, yada, yada, yada. Yes, they had a good time. You'll see her. Okay, so let's get right down into it, okay? So in my mind, I gotta be honest with you guys, this sounds like someone's publicist is hard at work here. It sounds like, I don't necessarily know that I believe that this is an inside source connected to Bravo, or if it's more or less someone who is working on behalf of Shamari's team to get this information out into the press, and they know that the Jasmine brand has a large platform and, you know, people will pick it up. People like me, okay? So, you know, it sounds like a PR move to sort of either stop the blogs from talking, okay? Stop people like us from, me and you, from, you know, commenting on the fact that she may be peachless. I would hesitate. If it were me, I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. If it were me and this was my team, I really wouldn't say anything until I had a contract that was absolutely signed, sealed, and delivered that said I had a full-time role on the show as a housewife or whatever. I wouldn't say anything until that contract was signed and everything was, the ink was dry, the check was in the mail, the Venmo was dinging, the Cash App was dinging with some funds or something. You know what I'm saying? Now, sometimes I'm not necessarily sure on this show how they work, but I know how some shows work in that you get paid after filming. That's how some shows work. I don't know about this show. So with that being said, I just would not say anything until, again, the ink was dry. Because it could be a conditional situation where they have offered her a role on the show and her final role will be determined based on what she brings to the season. I've heard rumors that there is someone else that this is happening to, and I'm not necessarily sure if it's Kenya or what, but it could actually end up being Shamari in at the end of the day. So I want to know what you guys think about this. Do you guys think that this is a PR stunt to save face for Shamari, or do you feel like, you know, this is really the truth? Like someone on the inside basically said this. I think that there are a couple of things that are truthful about this. I think that, you know, there is really potentially no way that, not in a real way, know that for Marlo to know that Shamari did not get a peach unless she heard it directly from someone like NeNe. I don't know that anybody else is really talking to Marlo like that on a day-to-day basis to be dishing private information, but there's that. The source also has stated in this interview that Marlo was an extra. While I am here for the well-placed shade, I really am, I think that calling Marlo an extra is a little bit disrespectful. Cause at the end of the day, she brings a lot to the show. I gotta be honest with y'all. She brings a lot to the show. Whether her role is a friend or not, you know, I feel like, you know, she has a place on the show. And it's above an extra, because I feel like an extra, if anybody was an extra, let's be clear, on this season, it would have been Yavana. She would have been considered an extra. Or really the girls that Shamari brought to her party, to NeNe's by wig party, now they might have been extras at that time on the show, because we didn't even hear them speak, I don't think. Or maybe we did, I don't know. But whatever. I think that it's not likely to say that Marlo is an extra. Now, I want to go back 1 second, because I want to address something that I found when I was listening to Marlo's full YouTube. I want to play like some audio that I got from it. Well, let me just actually explain it to you guys versus playing the audio. You know, what she said in her video was basically that this is in regards to her arrest. She was maybe about 21. The arrests and the mugshot stemmed from 3 charges. I think 2 were for fighting, and 1 was for, I guess, some type of check that maybe bounced or something like that. And this was when she was in college and she was paying for her books. Now, you guys can take from that what you may, but I want to look at it. I want to look at the real deal of this situation. On this channel right here, I am going to let that go, the mugshots and all of that. Here's why. Number one, she was a lot younger when this happened. I, again, also don't believe in holding people hostage to their past. You know what I'm saying? She got in trouble for fighting. Plenty of y'all have been in fights. I was in fights when I was younger. Hard to believe, but I was. It's not something I do now as a grown-up. It's not something that I even condone as a grown-up. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see that. I don't even want to see that on television. I don't want to see it in my real life. That's some type of drama that I'm not really here for in any way, shape, or form, because that stuff gets real dangerous now. But I think that we gotta let it go at a certain point. We know this already. I've even showed you the mugshots here. For the sake of journalism, it's essentially for letting you know what's what. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna let it go. On this channel, I'm making the conscious decision that we're gonna excuse that past, and we're gonna basically judge her on what she gives us currently. Okay. All right. So that's it for this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Do you think that this was a power play on behalf of Shamari by her publicist? Do you think this was a way of trying to save face by getting it out there that she has not been necessarily fired, but it didn't say she wasn't demoted? Or do you think that Marlo is telling the truth? Also, do you guys think that Marlo, do you think we should just let that past go with Marlo? I mean, it kind of struck me here in the heart when I was listening to it. I kind of felt some empathy for her. So I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments. And what I do know is I will see you guys in the next video.